Today on Toy Shiz, does this new McFarlane figure live up to its moniker? We're gonna find out. Heyo, welcome back everyone, Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for yet another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse video. Very happy to have this figure. No, it's not Batman, thank God, it's actually Mr. Terrific. It's always fantastic to have a brand new character for your DC Multiverse lineup, and Mr. Terrific is a great choice. The box is the usual. You got some nice artwork on the back, some very nice artwork, mind you. Here's the barcode. If you're in the stores, you can scan it, you can have the employees check, but I'm going to make it easy on you because mine came in from Entertainment Earth. I will put a link down in the description below. 2025, going to be changing things, a lot of online orders for old Toy Shiz. But in the meantime, this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new McFarlane toys from their McFarlane Collector Edition line. Mr. Terrific, here we go. And so now here's everything taken out of the packaging, and overall it's a nice smorgasbord of accessories that make a character like Mr. Terrific pop. From the cloth goods jacket, faceplates, and then you have some effective energy T-sphere pieces, which this one is an energy force field. It is a clip-on accessory, which you knows that I like. It does have some paint for the T-sphere. That's cool to see. Mr. Terrific lucked out. He has some very thin wrists, so that allows for this to be clipped on very effectively. You just kind of move the sleeve of the jacket down. Speaking of T-spheres, this one you won't be losing anytime soon. It is sculpted into the hand, which I definitely appreciate. You got some nice silver, you got some nice blue, and so overall, just the pose you can achieve for a super smart guy that just throws around balls with giant T's on them, it makes him look cool on your toy shelf. And then the last energy effect piece with these T-spheres is a swirly whirly bit with a clip in the middle. You can clip it on a villain, you could clip it on Mr. Terrific. The choice is yours. But like I said, taking an overall, we'll say, not boring, but just kind of more of that subtle character where, for me, in Justice League Unlimited, he just kind of runs the Watchtower. But he does have some gadgets and gizmos, and they're nicely done here. Now, the inner swappable faceplates are a definite highlight of this figure. They are well sculpted, beautifully painted, 3 distinct expressions, all of which bring this character to life in so many different ways, and swapping them out is easy peasy, unlike Lightning Lad. But the Nightmare Fuel that you uncover the first time around is hilarious. It definitely made me go, what the heck am I looking at? And then I go, oh wait, yeah, the screaming expression needs a tongue. So if you're not using that one, all the other faceplates really just cover it up. It's nicely thought out. Fair and Play tattooed right there on his arms. That's nice to see. More on that in just a few with the jacket. Although, again, it is a reused figure. I'm not a huge fan of the sculpted boots. It should be more of a tapered off kind of pant leg kind of situation. The paint overall, for what he has, is nicely done. All the line work is nicely done. I don't like how the gloves morph into the skin. I wish there was more of a designated point. They've done that for a while. Maybe we could change that in 2025. The articulation is not going to be anything crazy. We've seen this many a time, recently on Simon Baz, for instance. But overall, again, for a character like Mr. Terrific, even though this is the more modern take, Platinum Edition is the more classic take. That's the one that I want. Yes, I'm keeping an eye out for that one because that's what I think about for Mr. Terrific. But this one is definitely very cool to look at. The jacket itself, it's a nice cloth goods jacket. It's very impressive. It's stitched together beautifully, but the main problem with it is that, yes, it is missing the words fair play on the jacket sleeves. That's kind of like a key aspect for Mr. Terrific. If you don't have that, then it all kind of goes to seed. It kind of leaves you wanting more, of which, yes, it definitely does for me. You simply slip it onto the character just as you would a jacket for yourself, and bingo bango, you got yourself a good-looking Mr. Terrific. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like this figure. I think that it overall achieves the look of Mr. Terrific. It's just these little details, like fair play on the jacket. Even though it's tattooed on his arms, that would be the more modernish take, sure. I get it. But at the end of the day, the Platinum Edition should have been standard and vice versa, but we're going to leave that in 2024. Overall, the articulation is not hindered by this cloth goods jacket. It's very well done. No instances of tearing or ripping. It's kind of like a mezco. Now, in terms of scale, I do not think of Mr. Terrific as being way too tall nor way too short. We all know McFarlane Toys has some issues with scale, but for the characters, how I think that Mr. Terrific would line up with said characters, I think he's right around that height that works for me. Where in terms of other characters you may see on the screen, maybe they should be a little bit taller, maybe a little bit more bulkier, something like that. So it's all kind of a mishigash of feelings, right? There's no right or wrong answer, but what is important is that we're getting more new characters from the universe that is DC. And for that, I'm very appreciative, especially with the new Superman trailer just being shown. Mr. Terrific is in it. And that is awesome to see all these new characters showing up on screen. It doesn't always have to be Batman and Superman. But in terms of scaling with Batman and Superman, yeah, I would say that utilizing these two figures, Mr. Terrific fits in beautifully. Even with the cloth goods jacket, Superman's cloth goods cape, overall, very happy with this terrific Mr. Terrific. So that is going to wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new McFarlane toys from their McFarlane Collector's Edition line, Mr. Terrific. Like I said, keeping an eye out for the Platinum Edition. That one is going to be even more terrific because that's what I think about for Mr. Terrific. Even though this one has all the same swap out faceplates, energy effects, everything, it's just a difference of paint. But I will tell you, as I touted in 2024, get yourself a McFarlane Toys buddy. And what I mean by that is that a friend, someone, maybe they don't even collect McFarlane Toys. That's even more of a bonus because you're not fighting them on fines. But you keep an eye out for them. They keep an eye out for you. A McFarlane buddy is key in this collector's landscape when going after McFarlane Toys because those platinums are a pain in the old batoot. You know what I'm talking about. So get yourself a McFarlane Toys buddy. It will definitely benefit you. To all my friends out there, thank you for a glorious 2024. I wouldn't have been able to do it without a lot of you. A lot of you wrote in, totally helped me out. You know who you are. So thank you very much for that. And thank you to everyone who continues to watch my DC Multiverse videos. This should be a blast for 2025. I'm sure we'll see some grand things coming up, and it's always fun to talk about them. In fact, McFarlane Toys won my best WTF toys for 2024. You can check that out on my Instagram if you want to know more. But enough about all that. You've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything McFarlane Toys. And until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, which is coming very, very soon, I assure you of that, I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.